What's going on, it's the RapNerd, and I just got out of seeing The Accountant 2, and this movie follows Christian, who is pulled back into his old persona as the accountant when a former acquaintance is killed, and his last dying wish is for Christian to go after the folks that he was killed by. And once he starts digging, he realizes that he can't do this on his own, so he seeks help from his brother, and on goes the story. So I'm going to start with, I really enjoyed the hell out of this film, though I do like The Accountant 1 more. And it's going to be kind of annoying, but I'm going to do comparison games between the first Accountant and this one because I feel like they're totally different films, and I want to prepare folks who are super fans of The Accountant 1 to go in here with a different set of eyes. So the reason I'm saying that is because this movie is a totally different tone. While the first Accountant was a slow burn thriller that had action in it, that took its time to get to all of the gun blazing and fists being thrown, The Accountant 2 is more of an action thriller in the standard way that you would feel like it is. It's not as serious, and it's a lot more self-aware than the first one, so it leans on those things and some of the meta and comedic ways, and it plays on it pretty well. That got a lot of genuine laughs out of me because of how much they leaned on the self-awareness, if you will. It's pretty evident that they're doing this because you spend the whole movie with Christian and Braxton. Because the reference to the first movie, you can definitely tell that these two are really different types of people, where you have Christian, who lives in a little trailer, who lives a subtle life, who has the occupation of an accountant, while Braxton is a straight up hitman for hire, who you could tell lives the high life and enjoys doing what he does. So in this movie, they lean on each of those things very heavily, making these two polar opposites. So when they do come together, you see these two characteristics butting heads and bouncing off of each other in a lot of fun ways. And they really do feel like brothers who have this opposite thing going, and they struggle with that. And it makes for a really fun ride. Again, it changes the tone because the first one is quiet, moody, mysterious, slow, where The Accountant 2 is loud, bright, fast-paced, and guns blazing from the start, with the comedic edge to it. I mean, the way the movie opens had me cracking up with how much they leaned on Christian's anal behavior. I didn't think they were going to go that route, but it was hilarious the way it started. And you get the same type of parallels from each character, from the time that they're not together to when they get together and work on their bond as brothers. And if you've seen the first movie, you know their relationship is very, very strained, and that's something that they have to work through. And in this film, you also do get a trade-off for things that I did appreciate the first one for more. Like, the first one is a lot more dramatic, and the story is tight-knit and more puzzling, and you're kind of intrigued while the characters put the pieces together. Whereas here, there's a lot more going on that kind of dips into the pool of what the standard action thriller is. There's even another assassin involved that adds some fun action to the movie as well. She has a really good scene that takes place in a house that is just fist-to-cuff, gritty, down and dirty fighting that I thoroughly enjoyed. And the action is pretty good. I don't think it's anything that we haven't seen before, but I think that, again, it's standard from what we're used to seeing in these types of movies. But even through all of those things, there is so much heart in this film that in the final scene, I really got teary-eyed at what they were able to accomplish. And I think it's because Ben and John are really able to sell their relationship all throughout the film, as polar opposites as they are. So if you are a super fan of the first one, definitely go into this movie understanding that it's going to be a different film for the reasons that I named. And if that doesn't sound like it's your cup of tea, still watch it, because it's a hell of an entertaining time, and I really enjoy it, and I'm going to bring it home as soon as it does hit physical media. What was your favorite sequence if you have seen the movie? Mine, again, was the fight inside the house. I thought that was directed spectacularly, and the whole third act is fire as well, so I love that scene too. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you already are subscribed, thank you. Until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.